I have been in a number of conversations last week because today is Sunday. It's the first day of the week. Talking about hair, how we as specifically Black women, the conversations of hair and how we were raised, the different thoughts and concepts that we've had about hair, what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad, and all of that. Um, and of course, like me and another sister, another faith sister, we were talking about we really need to have a conversation about um, the concepts and things that we have grown to know and understand about Black women's hair, and like the bad concepts, bad theologies, is can that be a word? It's not theology. Concepts, the bad, the negative concepts that come with Black women in hair. And one of the things that came up in this week, that week of conversation about hair, I was talking to another person about when people talk about locking hair and different things, and the well, actually it was more than one person. I talked about this with they call it the ugly stage. And I was like, can we name it something else? Can we name it something else? Because it's like, where did that concept come from? And I was reminded to I guess to like really start this conversation because of the woman who is online right now, and people are like, oh, she's not attractive, she's this, she's that. And I'm thinking in my head, like, what is it that y'all looking at? Because, and let me not spend too much time on that, but the thing is, when you reach a certain growth in life, a certain maturity in life, it's like even the things that we used to hate, we now love. Like, there were certain foods that I was like, ew, I hated it as a kid, but as I matured, I now like it. There were certain things that I thought was good, or like conceptually good, not necessarily like good as in taste, before I really got stronger in my belief. And now that I'm stronger in my faith walk, it's like, ew, why did I ever think that was right? Why did I ever think that that was acceptable? So when I think of it like that, what is going on in our view, in our maturity, in our growth as people, where we're online talking about what a woman looks like, speaking about this, if y'all haven't seen it, I'm sure it'll come across your timeline eventually. But it was like she was telling people, I'm not deleting my picture because you think I'm ugly. I don't know, that just hurt my heart, but it made me think about the whole concept like of hair, and when you're locking up and they call it the ugly stage. Where did that come from? Where did that come from? Can we give it a different name? Because when we say, oh, this is ugly, or we're accepting that term, oh, this is the ugly stage, you're coming into agreement with something. And I'm big on words nowadays, so it's like I don't want to come into agreement with that. So no, I don't want to call it the ugly stage. Can we put in the comment section what's something else we can call the uncomfortable, possibly uncomfortable stage of anything that has to grow, anything that has to start at point A and get to point Z. Instead of calling it the ugly stage, let's call it the process stage. Can we call it the process stage, or the thriving stage? Because I don't know, I'm just trying to think of things like from a spiritual standpoint. When we call something or someone ugly, or a certain stage in life ugly, what are we coming into agreement with? And some people are, okay, no, I'm not taking it too far, because I really been thinking about this thing. And not just from those few conversations of what it means to have an ugly stage of hair, But the other conversations I've had this week with other sisters, where it's like, as Black women, that mentality of this is good hair, this is good hair, this is bad hair. Where did that? Well, I know where it came from. It came from the past. But I don't like it. Because what are we telling the other little girls that are coming up? What are we telling the other little girls? And it's like, because I'm in that healing stage, because I'm in that place where I'm trying to love on myself and love every part of me, it's like these conversations or these topics are coming to mind, and I'm wanting to dig to the root of it. I'm wanting to see what part can I play in recreating a healthy narrative about Black women in hair, Black women in healing in general. And I mean, it's important for all women. I'm just speaking specifically about Black women when it comes to hair, because I think white women and their hair, if I'm not mistaken, I would think the conversations are different. I don't know, because I'm not white. So I'm not trying to say anything to be insensitive. I can only speak for what I am. I'm a Black woman. Um, and yeah, I want to rewrite, I want to recreate the narrative so that we can come to a place of healing, of how we feel about ourselves, how we love ourselves, how we become whole within ourselves, whether it's about our hair or anything else. Shalom.